Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin. Today we're going to be doing a special release from Jameson. I think it's going to be a standard release going forward, but this really just came out last year, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely relatively new to the scene. This is the Jameson Black Barrel. If you've had Jameson, you kind of know what to expect from their blended Irish whiskey.
I thought we were done with the Jameson lineup.
I really did too, because
Till I stumbled upon this in a liquor store, and I sent you that text, and like, didn't know it existed.
Didn't know about that one. We've done some cask mates. We've done the regular Jameson. We've done the coffee one. No, we did not do the coffee one yet, but we have had the coffee one.
Yeah.
This
Stout
is
and IPA.
Stout and IPA were the cask mates. Yep, we did both of those. This is the Black Barrel.
I think this is really good.
This is probably, my opinion, the best of the Jamesons I've had. I do know that they have like 12-year, like they have age statements ones, and they've got apparently a foolproof one or a barrel proof or.
Good friend of ours, the local rep, Mr. Peterson. He's got quite a bit of Jameson on hand, and he actually did come back from over there with a cask strength version of this.
Of the black or just regular Jameson?
No, black.
Black cask strength. Yeah, okay. That
really good.
That makes sense why you kept saying, dude, it's so good. All right, now I get it.
Really good.
So this Black Barrel, the idea behind this one is, we all know Scotch, Irish, they reuse American oak barrels. This particular style, they go in and they re-char. It's already charred the first time that they aged a bourbon or whatever was in there. They go in, they re-char the whole inside to bring out the sugars, which is kind of interesting. It's going to bring out the sugars from the wood, just like it does when bourbons use it and char that barrel. But it's going to actually bring out the sugars of the whiskey that got absorbed into the wood. So that's like a double whammo there.
He did say that they're kind of targeting more the bourbon drinker to kind of draw them into,
it's a good transition.
into this lineup. I think they did a good job with this one.
It's a good transition. It has a lot of those bourbon notes while also having a lot of those sweet Irish whiskey notes.
I feel like it drinks more like a bourbon, I think.
I can see that. Only kicker, at least on the release in America, is it's 80 proof. So it is not going to be that bourbon burn, or you're not going to get a good, I'm drawing a blank, a
hug.
You're not going to get a Kentucky hug because when it's Irish, and I don't have one. What do you get for a warm Irish person? Just a warm Irish smile. Maybe a little ditty.
Some malt, caramel.
Yeah, it's a weird blend. It's that Irish, you got all that Irish malt, sweet cereals kind of notes, and then you have that bourbon caramels, vanillas, little char note to it, but not anything too strong. And the palate is, my opinion, the palate's better. The nose comes off soft. Mm-hmm. The palate, you actually pull in all those things that you're just kind of getting the note of. You get it much stronger. Like the sweetness comes in, the malty, the vanillas, the caramels, all comes in really much stronger than the nose would present.
It's definitely more of a full body.
Compared to regular Jameson. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Jameson does drink, especially, Jameson is regular Jameson, just like this, is 80 proof as well. And it comes off thin.
Yes, much thinner.
Almost watery. And I think we kind of laughed about that. Is I also remember when I first started drinking, like the first time I did a shot of Jameson, I was like, oh, it's so harsh. And then I'm just, now I'm drinking it going, wow, there's really not much to that.
This is too weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I stumbled upon it.
Yeah, it's a great little find, and the fact that,
Heath down the street.
Heath has been repping this and kind of pushing it, and this is the region. I mean, you're in the Nashville region, right near Kentucky. This is a bourbon whiskey area. This is a great transition whiskey.
Yeah, we've introduced this to a couple of our other friends, and
yeah.
Not surprisingly, but the bottle doesn't last very long.
Agreed, not surprisingly.
I think it appeals to a lot of people's palates.
Yeah.
Kind of that crossover.
Mm-hmm. So just like Jameson, owned by, all produced out of the Middleton distillery, all owned by Pernod Ricard. So they have a lot of all those connections through there. But this is, I like that Jameson keeps doing these little experiments. Doing the caskmates with the stout is
not the IPA.
Not the IPA. The stout is absolutely delicious, but it's almost desserty. Versus this at least tastes like a whiskey.
Yeah.
Like that tastes like dessert. That's such a chocolate creaminess to it. The coffee is really good, though I forgot how much it tastes like cold brew.
But the coffee, it's
not a, it's a liqueur.
It's a liqueur because it's only
60 proof.
60 proof.
30% alcohol, yeah.
But no, it's good.
It's very good.
Sipping on that.
Yeah.
Add just a dab of cream.
I heard Bailey's.
Yeah.
Put a little Bailey's in your Jameson coffee is, that's one way to do an Irish coffee. Woohoo!
No, it's good. Again, that's one that I think definitely they should have kept at 80.
Good point.
Rather than proofing it down.
Proofing it down that much. Well, so this is the liter, but the regular 750 is about, let's say mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s is what you're looking at for a bottle there. So again, not materially more expensive than regular Jameson, because I think regular Jameson somewhere's in the mid-20s. So it's a little bit more expensive. Same proof, so you're literally paying for the totally different taste profile.
It's readily available. I think almost every store I go in now.
Yes, it's way more available.
They've got a few bottles on the shelf. But I would say if you're a fan of Jameson, or maybe if you're not, and you kind of want that kind of more, want to try an Irish whiskey, but I want a little more bourbon flavor to it. This is the perfect one to try. Putting
this up against, I'm trying to think of how many 80 proof bourbons are there? I guess that's the kicker. I can think of some lower shelf ones that might be, like the Benchmark is, and I would put that up around.
Jack Daniels has an 80 proof, isn't it?
Jack Daniels, the black is 80 proof. I'm pretty sure.
They have a green label one too. That's lower proof. Jack might be a little bit higher, and then I think the green label is the 80 proof.
Is it? Okay.
But yeah, there's not many.
There's not many that for bourbons that are still at 80 proof. We got to do some of the bottom shelf ones, because I think there's probably more, because I know all of them, the Agent Age, the Old Charter, and the Benchmark were all 80 proof. Yeah. It's a great release from them. I'm really glad that you found it and we tried it and we continue to drink it.
Yeah, and we'll keep talking to our buddy Heath, since this is one of his lines, so he'll know what's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, from all of the Middleton distilleries, so the green spots and the everything that they release out of that distillery, which is very solid. Not green spot. I'm sorry. Red Breast.
Yeah, Red
That's
Breast.
That's what it was. Yep. Yeah, green spot is a different distillery.
Yep.
Anyway.
No, overall solid bottle, especially for the price.
Yes.
That low to mid 30s, definitely worth it. I've only got one other Jameson bottle, so I'll have to do the coffee.
There you go. At some point.
I got a little bit left. I'm saving it for the show.
Oh, all right. Then we'll do it soon then.
So, but again, great buy, great taste. Especially it's got more of that full body bourbon to it, more than an Irish whiskey. But I don't think you can go wrong by buying this bottle.
I don't think so.
So, well, we hope you enjoyed this review of the Jameson Black Barrel. If you did, we encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
While you're down there, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we put out a new episode. Let us know, have you found it and have you tried the Black Barrel?
Yeah.
Love to hear from you.
Yep, absolutely. See you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.